Hello my friends and welcome back once again to Brotherhood of the Bat Collectibles, your one stop for all things high-end statue collecting reviews, unboxings, and so much more. My name's Chris. I'm the Batman statue collector, and today JND actually released, not a out of the box so to speak, but a show and tell of their production piece. This is not a prototype, this is a production sample, and so this is what you are going to be getting in hand. And so they did this great presentation and I wanted to react to it. I wanted to give you my thoughts and opinions on this piece. I have been somewhat critical of JND, especially with the price point. They are a new company, so I know that they are testing the waters, although they continue to sell out time and time again. So obviously people are very drawn to these pieces. However, this Catwoman, I know specifically me, whenever we saw initial photos of her, I thought the body and the base looked really, really good. Although I felt like the face was very droopy. Of course, it is silicone, and so I wanted to see if they've updated it, if they've improved it at all. Because you know, I think they should. I think they should if there was some issues with it. So anyway, let's go ahead and we'll hit play here, and we'll kind of see what we get. So right off the bat, this is new to me. It looks like there's two different head sculpts. There's the unmasked portrait, of course, of Anne Hathaway, and then of course the mask portrait. So I didn't realize that there was going to be two. That looks really good. Her hair looks great. The body is fully sculpted. Looks good. Side profile looks really good there. I feel like they might have updated the face a little, just slightly. It's not quite as droopy. It still feels a little bit long to me, but that does look better. Yeah, that angle I'm not as sold. Still looks just like a little bit long to me, a little long, and I don't know if droopy is the right word anymore, but like her eyes were really sunk in before, and I don't feel like they are as much now. Obviously you can pose her with the gun, you can pose her with the actual cowl, which is nice. I don't know how many people would display her without the mask. I know Infinity Studios just released their bust, or their pre-order, and they did show that you can do without the mask or with it. Makes me wonder about the mask touching the silicone. I'm curious as to how that might go. I don't know. Like, what do you guys think? What do you guys think about that portrait? Again, from that side, that angle right there, I feel like it looks pretty darn close. Again, you know, when we can't compare Infinity Studios to this piece because that's one-to-one scale. Ooh, there's the mask. See, I think that looks really good. I think that looks good. As I was saying, you can't compare JND at 1/3 scale to a life-size bust. Like, it just isn't fair. Because I feel like the bust blows this out of the water. But for 1/3 scale, I think it's still very, very good here. I mean, that looks like Anne Hathaway. But I feel like from the other side, it wasn't quite there for me. I mean, let's look at the body. It's fully sculpted, so there's no cloth. I mean, that looks great right there. I love all of the texturing, the pleating, and the bunching of the fabric. Her gloves were kind of this real sheen, and that looks like it, that real sheen glove. Very impressive. I think the body looks phenomenal here. Probably one of their best sculpts. Obviously the other pieces they've done more fabric. The Wonder Woman 84 was sculpted and it looked good. Oh, it's got that same fabric-y material on the boots. There was a fabric over the boot in the movie. Oh, I see what it is. So she's carrying her goggles. So that's cool. I don't know if I saw that before. So she's carrying the goggles if she has her unmasked portrait. That's really cool. Did they tease that with the pre-order? I'll have to go back and look. But I think the pose is really well done. I mean, look at the detail here. It looks great. Obviously, the base is cool with the snow effect. It's also going to match that Ledger Joker one. I mean, they're all these square bases. They're very simple. But this one does add some visual interest, I think, with the snow.
아주 좋습니다. 그래서 여러분들이 실제로
I don't know. I do like the pose. You know, of course, we're going to have to compare it to the Queen Studios piece on Batpod. Both are very, very good. Now, if you don't have the room for the Batpod, obviously it's going to take up a lot of room. This is a great alternative. I like the silver element on the back of the boot. Again, that's very screen accurate. A lot of people miss that there's actually knives in her heels. Pretty cool. I do like the broken cowl. I think that looks good. Again, I don't know if I love the unmasked portrait. Like, I still don't feel like it's perfect, especially at this price point. But I do think it looks better than the prototype. It doesn't look as sunk in. So, and again, it's cool that they're doing two portraits here. At least I think they are. I guess we'll find out when they start shipping. But if it's two, that's pretty neat. Looks pretty good, guys. It looks pretty good to me. I don't know, that looks pretty good, guys. That does. I don't feel like it's too droopy with the mask. I think her eyes look really great. Obviously, I think they hand punched everything. She's got eyelashes. Of course, her hair is rooted. So, and I think that's really well done. Beautiful. Like, if you looked at her hairline, it was very clean. Obviously, hand punched into the silicone. Some people feel like the silicone's unnecessary at third scale. What do you guys think? I also want to know that in the comments. I believe the person talking here is the CEO of JND. So again, I've been critical of some of their pieces, or at least aspects of the pieces. But I want this company to do well. I want this company to succeed because obviously they're putting out cool stuff. And I think being a new company, they're only going to get better. So that's exciting. And I do think that they have made some improvements here to Catwoman. And that's great for collectors. Really great. Again, the body is phenomenal. I love the pose. I think it's very sexy, very beautifully done. Belt looks accurate. Again, I love all of the wrinkles in her gloves and the suit. It's a beautiful sculpt. It takes light nicely too. If you have a little bit of light on her, it reflects nicely. Again, the black suits are tricky. They can get kind of washed out and plain. That looks pretty good. Again, I'm not 100% sold on it, but I feel like it's pretty darn good. It's not as droopy as it was. So they've either gone back and done something, or they have sorry, I was distracted there, but potentially gone back and repainted it maybe. I think it looks pretty good, especially from if you step back just a smidge there when it's not so close up on her. Again, I would still display her with the mask on, but that's not bad. I think they have made some improvements. Again, I'm going to turn it over to you guys. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that they have improved her? Do you feel like she's as droopy as she was? Or do you think she looked fine before? Again, overall, I think the sculpt is phenomenal. I think that looks really great right there. I don't know. Again, I'm going to turn it over to you guys. What do you guys think? I'm impressed with what I'm seeing here. Is it perfect? Still not perfect for me. But I do think it's a great alternative to the Queen Studios piece because, again, that piece is a large piece. So this is going to really complement your movie collection if you are collecting 1/3 scale. Also, I think that they will match up really nicely with some of the other 1/3 scales that they're releasing. Some of the other companies are releasing 1/3 and more accurate movie scale. They're not oversized. And so I think this is going to be a big hit for them. especially I think in hand. I think this does look a little bit better than the prototype did for sure. And so that's exciting. That's leaves me optimistic for sure. But again, I'm going to turn it over to you. What do you guys think? Is this one that you're picking up? Does the price point on these still bother you? Do you feel like they're overpriced for what they are? Or do you feel like the silicone heads justifies the price? I would love to hear your thoughts. Again, thank you guys so very much for checking out the video today. Again, just my reaction. I'm probably going to have a lot more reactions this week because of all the new reveals that we got this weekend. So stay tuned to the channel if you're interested in me reacting to these things. Again, please hit that like button, and just thank you guys so very much for watching. If you are new here, please hit the subscribe button. Otherwise, I'll see you soon right here in the Batcave. Bye, everybody. Hey guys, thank you so very much for watching today, and if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button right here on the screen and check out these two awesome videos. I think you're going to love them. And also please join us on social media: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. I would love to have you join in all the fun. Thank you guys so very much for watching. See you in the Batcave.